What is a long sound? El sonido largo es el sonido en el alfabeto. Por ejemplo, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Long A is like A, long E is like E, long I is like I, long O is like O, long U is like U.
Let's now practice the second sound, E. So the tongue has the same position, it's a little bit higher, closer to the front, but when you say E, you stretch out your lips a little more and it's a long sound. E. Your lips should feel a little tighter too. E. Repeat after me. E. E. E.
Esta vocal existe en español, es la vocal que encontramos en una palabra como isla, pero en inglés esta es una vocal que se considera larga, siempre es larga, es decir, la duración de su pronunciación es más larga que, obviamente, una vocal breve. En español no existe una distinción entre vocales largas y breves, al menos no oficialmente, existe de forma de facto, por así decirlo, pero oficialmente no hay distinción. En cambio en inglés sí existe distinción entre vocales breves y largas, y que generalmente uno puede asociarlas en pares de una vocal larga y una vocal breve, donde se diferencian no solamente en la duración de la pronunciación, sino también en el grado de abertura e incluso de centralización. Una vocal larga tiende a ser pronunciada con la boca más cerrada y con la lengua incluso más tensa que una vocal breve, que se pronuncia con la boca ligeramente más abierta y con la lengua un poco más relajada, al menos en algunos casos. Esta vocal entonces es una vocal larga. No representa ningún problema para las personas que tienen al español como lengua materna. Encontramos este sonido en inglés representado de muchas maneras. Comúnmente lo tendremos en palabras que tengan las combinaciones EA y doble E. Por ejemplo, en reach, feed.
As we go to the left part of the chart and the highest point of the chart, we see the E sound. E. This sound is the E as in see, we, and she. Okay, it's a high vowel. High because the tongue is high. It's a tense vowel because all the articulation organs are really tense. The lips pull to the sides a bit. E, we, she. Okay? And that is in comparison to the relaxed I sound that also exists in American English. Now, as you can see, it's a little lower here, a little lower on the chart, and that means that the tongue is a little lower. So one of the ways to do that is to just drop your jaw a little bit. I. It's a relaxed sound, it's the laxed I sound, and we find it in words like fish, ship, and rich.
Cuando la palabra termina con una vocal y una consonante singular y la letra E, entonces la vocal es larga y la E es silenciosa. For example, ate, plate, shape, escape, state, debate. This rule with silent E works with all the regular vowels. So A, E, I, O, U. For example, at, ate, pet, Pete, spit, spite, mutt, mute. Vowel plus a single consonant plus ing, the vowel sound is long. For example, skating, shaping, debating. And this rule also works with other normal vowels like A, E, I, O, and U. For example, biting, competing, promoting, contributing. The vowel sound is long when you have a single consonant and ing. Vowels are usually long when they come before sion or tion. For example, station, nation, plantation, abrasion. And this rule also works with the vowels O, U, and E. For example, we have, notion, lotion, explosion, erosion, constitution, evolution, conclusion, protrusion, excretion, depletion, adhesion, lesion. Sin embargo, esta regla no trabaja con la letra I. When the letter I precedes tion or sion, usually the letter I or the vowel I has a short sound. For example, vision, ambition, audition, position.
E. This is how it is pronounced in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E. E. We make this sound, watch closely, E. E. Your lips widen a little bit and your tongue sort of hovers. E. 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 Sometimes people call this the long E, but don't always use that because it doesn't have to be very, very long. It can be E, 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 okay? But the important thing is that your mouth gets wide. E, E, E. We find this in really common words. It's very important because it's found in super common words like he, or she, or we, or me, and also the verb to be. Okay? Practice with me. He, she, we, me, and to be, to be. Okay? If you want to practice that better or faster, try going through all of them. He, she, we, me, be. He, she, we, me, be. He, she, we, me, be. Okay? And you'll get that sound really, really natural. Really, really natural. Okay? We can also pronounce the letter E as E in words where it is a stressed syllable. So take a look at the word female. Female. Okay? Female, the stressed syllable is the first part of that word. Fee. And you can see the letter E there, that's the stressed part. E. So often in many words in English, when the E is the stressed part, we pronounce it E. Take a look at evening, 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 okay? And female. And even secret, secret, okay? Female, secret, evening. In those words, one syllable is stressed. The syllable with the letter E at the beginning is stressed. So we pronounce it E. Be careful because there are many exceptions to this rule. But in many words, when the E is stressed, we pronounce it E. Okay? You'll also find this pronunciation of the letter E in words like Chinese or Vietnamese or Japanese. Okay? ESE, any word with ESE, that ESE is pronounced ease, ease, okay? This is because of something called magic E. Don't worry, magic E we're going to look at the end of today's lesson. But for now, look at words like theme and scene. You can also see they have E, then a consonant, and then another E. That final E is called magic E. Okay, and that's one of the reasons why we pronounce these E. Japanese, Chinese, okay, Vietnamese, and theme and scene. Okay, practice those words. We also pronounce the letter E as E in Greek words. That means words in English that come from the ancient Greek language, okay? Words like Hercules, you know the really famous strongman? Hercules, Hercules, okay? But also plurals of Greek words. So the single word oasis, if you change that to the plural, which means many of, you just add es, oases. Same with crisis becomes crises, and thesis becomes theses, okay? That es on the end of words here is always pronounced ease, because they're taken from Greek, okay? So practice Hercules, Hercules, and theses, and crises, and oases. Also, we often pronounce the letter E as E in words where it appears next to an A. So the letters EA together. If you look at words like jeans, jeans, or meat, 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 or even teacher, 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 teach, okay, and reach. That EA here together is pronounced as the E, okay? So practice with me. Teacher, teach, jeans, a nice pair of jeans, and meat, meat, okay? This is the same when we have two letter E's together, E, in words like free. Everybody loves free stuff, right? Free, and agree, agree. And the animal, bee, okay? Bzz, the buzzing bee. Bee, agree, and free. So when you see words with two E's together, it's normally pronounced long E sound. E, agree, be, and free. Sometimes when you see the letters E and I together, E and then I, in words like protein, protein, ceiling, ceiling, and receipt, receipt, okay? When you go to buy something, you will get a receipt. The E before the I is sometimes, not always, be careful because there are many exceptions, sometimes E before I is also pronounced E in English. E. The best way to learn this is to listen to each new word, okay? Ask a native speaker or look up on an online dictionary for the sound of each word when you learn it. So you know, is this EI pronounced E or not? Okay? So, protein, ceiling, and receipt. Receipt. Okay? Also, we can turn it around. Instead of the E before the I, we can put the I before the E. And that combination of letters is also pronounced E in words like peace, peace, and briefcase. Briefcase. When you go to work, you carry a briefcase. Also, in the word believe, believe, you'll see the final syllable there, leave, is I-E-V. So I-E-V-E. Believe, believe. Okay? So, E before I can be pronounced sometimes E, and also I before E can sometimes be pronounced E too. Okay? Believe, peace, and briefcase. Finally, there are some special words in English where E is at the end of the word and it's pronounced E. Usually, they're words that are borrowed from other languages, especially Japanese. So words like karate, karate, or karaoke, karaoke, both of those end in E, but they're borrowed from another language. So we put the E at the end as a E sound, okay? Practice again. Karaoke, karaoke, and karate, karate. Okay, so let's try some practice sentences with this pronunciation of the letter E. She is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. She is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. Practice with me. She is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. Your turn. Okay, she is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. You'll see all of the different spellings in that sentence. And hopefully, the more you practice that sentence, you'll be able to get a good feel for when we pronounce the letter E as E. Okay? You can also try this sentence. We see Chinese jeans on the beach. We see Chinese jeans on the beach. Okay, practice with me. We see Chinese jeans on the beach. Your turn. Okay. E. That's that long E sound. E. Okay. This is really common when the letter I is at the end of a word. Remember, before we learned that sometimes the letter I at the end of a word can be pronounced with that I, like in alibi or fungi. But the most common way to pronounce the letter I when it's at the end of a word is E. E. Think of words like taxi. Taxi. In the word taxi, you've got that E at the end. In the word mini. Mini. This is a cool word because you've got two I's. The first one, I, mi, ni. And then the second one, E, mini, okay? Mini, mini, the mini taxi. Also in popular foods like pepperoni and salami and sushi, okay? Pepperoni, salami and sushi. But in other really common words that you will know too, like, for example, FIFA. FIFA, the football organisation FIFA. And then ski, ski, okay? All of these have that long E sound for the letter I. So try this practice sentence to master this one. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami. You'll notice that word elite there, elite. Really cool word to learn in English. Make sure you know this word. It'll help you on some exams. It's an advanced English word. Elite. Elite. Hopefully, after you've finished watching all of my videos, you will be elite at speaking English, okay? You will be an elite English speaker, okay? Elite. Practice this sentence again. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami.
This is a long vowel sound. It's pronounced E. Now you try. Repeat after me. E. E. Now here are some words which have this sound. Fleece. See. Machine. Now you try. Repeat after me. Fleece. See. Machine.